up clouds and temperatures in the 30s tomorrow. Looking ahead, no signs of winter. 46 for Tuesday.
It was a movie that nobody thought about, cared about, heard about.
The Patriots are certainly no strangers to the Super Bowl setting. They're making their 8th appearance in the last 17 seasons under Bill Belichick and led by Tom Brady.
I took it in as a little kid for a second.
And yes, it is a dynasty, despite what other people might have to say about it. They have a chance to do something that hasn't been done in the better part of 25-ish years. And that's been 3 straight World Series titles. Last team to do it, of course, the 98 through 2000 Yankees. And then you go back to the Mustache Gang, Finley Steelers teams in Oakland between 72 and 74. It's hard to do in other sports to win 2 in a row. In Major League Baseball, it's downright impossible. We have a team that's on the verge of 3 straight. The LA Dodgers. Honestly, I would call for that. It's exciting.
Sign this week. Another 3-time Cy Award winner Justin Verlander agreed to a 1-year deal to return to the franchise where he started his career.
I grew up in front of fans in Detroit. I grew up in Detroit when I was a 21-year-old in Lakeland for the first time, and so much history here. Last year, Detroit just kept coming to my mind. As the season was over, I called Scott, called Chris, AJ, and put my intentions behind it. I think go out, successfully, and just follow it in. If that ends up happening, and I feel good. I feel like I'm able to do it again.
What's going on, everybody? Gavin, what's going on? Let's see. We have not much left over tonight. Maybe not anything. Let's see, unless there's some unpaids. So we'll get a pretty quick start to the break tonight. We officially have hitters reporting today. So we are officially getting to the start of spring training. I think first games are next week. Let's see. Anybody left? We have Marcus Phillips and Dean Moss unpaid for. If anybody wants to pick up any additional spots, no leftovers besides the 2 unpaid for. What's going on, Meb? Seth, right. And the price on each of those, sorry. They went for $10.50 and $11.50, so $10 for each of them. Seth, just let me know. Seth, let me know if that works for you. So $10 on each of those 2 spots. Tigers. Oh, I missed the rotation options. It looked very deep for the Tigers rotation options. All right, Seth, you're good for 10. Let me just write that into my spreadsheet and clear that spot for you. Looks like we officially have Verlander as a Tiger or since the last time we had a break. All right, that was Dean Moss. And Dean, just let me know who you had Elliot, let me know who you had in Seth. Let me know who you had in the break Sunday in case your name on here doesn't match your name on eBay. Dean Moss. Let me put my PayPal Venmo information up if I can find the paper. If not, there we go. All right, so PayPal Venmo information is on the screen. Okay, Seth, then that's going to be 15 then, including shipping. Let me know if that's just confirm that that's okay, and we will confirm the Moss spot and Chris grabbing Marcus Phillips. Chris, same thing. If you don't have a spot, make it 15 to include shipping there. All right, Seth and Chris, just let me know that that's good, and then we will get things started. And Seth, just message me either on eBay or on Facebook to make sure that we have your shipping information. Oh, Chris, you have Voight tonight. Nice, my guy. Voight's value is actually been pretty good in these, I feel like. So I just put the Facebook information in the chat for anybody who is new to our group. We run additional breaks through the Facebook group. But Seth, just in case I don't have your shipping information, which I think I probably do somewhere on ShipStation, and to make sure I can get that mailed to you. And then Chris, I will put you down and I will get the 2 of those orders cleared on eBay. Wow, Bassett's only been in the league for 12 years. I feel like he's been around forever. All right. Phillips is clear, and Dean Moss is also cleared for you, Seth. All right, thanks for confirming that, Seth.
It's kind of interesting that I'm a big fan of Bassett as well. He had 7 pitches before people had 7 pitches.
Mm-hmm.
The thing that he does is that he adds that falling arm, veteran arm that comes from the younger pitchers. And Baltimore, I remember Kyle Gibson in 2023 had a very good year.
All right, got those 2 Venmos. Thank you, guys. And let's get this started.
For just 1 year, I would have thought he was an easy candidate for a 2 or 3 year contract. So he's just one of those guys. I think that his career started with, I think, 4 wins in his first 4 years, 52 in his last 4. So he's coming on strong, despite being he's going to be 37, I believe.
All right, let's see. Fanatics say anything about my refractor palooza? They did not. I did get some stuff posted on Instagram, which I rarely do, as I'm sure you guys know. But definitely got some traction on there. Bunch of views. I don't really know how much. I've never really posted many reels. I don't know how many views they normally get, but we got like 3,500 views on the video. Let's see. This is the same case that had Refractor Palooza. All right, let's get our boxes chosen. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. First 3 people to list a number between 1 and 6 can choose the 3 boxes for today. Oh, the Angels signed Nick Madrigal and Jose Siri. That's funny. 2 Met players that were supposed to contribute last year that basically both did nothing. We have 4, 6, and 2. So 1 and 3 go back in the case. And 5 goes back in the case. And we have our boxes for today. I was able to get a bunch of Sapphire at the crazy market price, but I figured we'd get some Sapphire running in our breaks like we usually try to. So we'll have some Sapphire coming up later this week, and then we're gonna keep running a bunch of Sapphire for the foreseeable future. What's going on, Takumi? All right, we're gonna start with Chris's box number 2, and then we will go Eric, and then we'll go Takumi's box last. All right, everybody, good luck tonight for the official start of spring training rips. We are going to be running a bunch of breaks over the next month. I tried to map out the schedule so I had an idea of exactly what the best way it was to get all of the fun breaks that I want to try and get in over the next couple weeks running. So let's see. Let read out the plan quick for those of you guys who will be joining a bunch of these. So over the next month, 2 supers and a sapphire, 3 jumbos. This is draft. 3 jumbos and a sapphire. 2025 Bowman, 2 jumbos and 3 hobbies. Draft, 2 supers and a sapphire. Draft, 1 super and a hobby. 2022 1 sapphire, 1 first edition, 1 jumbo, 1 hobby. Then back to draft, 1 super, 1 sapphire, 2 hobbies. 2025 Bowman Chrome, 6 hobbies. 2025 draft, 2 jumbos and a sapphire. Then back to 25 Bowman for 2 jumbos and 3 more hobbies. And right before I'll be leaving for Arizona, finishing up with a Bowman half case hobby like we have running tonight. So lots of mixtures of different products that we haven't been ripping a lot recently. All of the 25 products, the 24 draft. I forgot what was the date for that. 3-1. So March 1st, we'll be running the 2024 Bowman draft, 1 super, 1 hobby. And our first box is empty. All on eBay. Yep. Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. And then I'm gonna get some stuff planned with Brian as well, and he'll be running some additional stuff on top of those. And we are underway tonight. Good luck to everybody, starting off with some green chrome, it looks like. All right, we have a green chrome. And it's our first Dan Marino. Marino night green. 41 of 99. What a fun way to start this one off. Behind that, Billy Carlson on the Axis insert. Miguel Sima. Chrome, Sebastian Walcott. Mason Peters. Yoani Morales. JT Quinn. Walker Yannick. JD Thompson. Alfredo Duno. JB Middleton. Joseph Zerwa. Tyson Lewis. Max Ballou. Jinseng Ko. Dominic Reed. Rock Riggio. Cody Bowker. Leo DeVries. Refractors, we have Matthew Fisher. Ethan Petrie. Nate George. And another Joseph Zerwa. So fun start to this one. Let's get some penny sleeves out. And let's get that Marino sleeved up. Congrats, Marino spot. I know Brian's has hit one of them, and we have one on the board now too. Centering looks really nice on that one, and so does surface. So possibly a very gradable Marino green there, starting off our night. Is the who's already ripping Sapphire? Is it Backyard and what's it called? Filth Bomb. I know it is another guaranteed 3 parallels and an autograph. I'm assuming it's probably a short print run again, so there's probably going to be more than what is guaranteed in a lot of these boxes. Blez, of course. All the guys that get the boxes ahead of everyone else. Starting off this pack, we have a Brady Ebel in action. Gavin Killen, Prize Prospects. Chrome, Murph Gray. Eduardo Quintero. Trevor Cohn. Carson Benj. Brian Curley. Spencer Jones. Antonio Jimenez. Josuar Gonzalez. There's our first Seth Hernandez of the night. Pico Cohn. Jordan Yost. Gabe Davis. Josh Hammond. Matthew Fisher. Ethan Petrie. Nate George, our first auto, starting off the right way with some color. Purple of Nick Becker. Not a bad guy to hit there. Number 213 of 250. Refractors, Gavin Killen, Sean Episcope, Tate Southesine, and Corbin Dickerson. So all firsts on the refractors. Yeah, I wonder how many boxes Blez and them all get of the of Sapphire. Meanwhile, I have to go out into the market and pay $1,000 a box. Well, I'm sure they're probably even paying less than what market rate is. But it's a fun product. Got to get it ripping. So I'm excited to do it. It is crazy, though, that Sapphire costs more than a Super Jumbo by multiple hundreds of dollars. Our first big name Chrome of the break is Seth Hernandez. I have some new top loaders and sleeves tonight. So far, so good. Everything seems to be going in really safely and really smoothly. Pro safe. Took a chance on them. Have no affiliation with them. Just found them online, and so far, so good. I can so far confirm they do fit Bowman cards quite well. All right, we have a refractor and an X-fractor coming up here. The X-fractor is Tommy White, and the refractor is it's one of those. We haven't had one of these in a while. It's the non-logo fractor logo fractors. 7 of 35 for Josh Owens. We pulled a couple in the first week, but haven't had any since. So Josh Owens to 35 there. JJ Weatherholt's Axis insert. Getting to the Chromes, we have Ethan Frey, Arun Escobar, James Ellwanger, Felnian Celestin, Gavin Killen back on the board, Episcope, Tate Southesine, Corbin Dickerson, Jake Cook, Dax Kilby, Ryan Waldschmidt, Kane Kepley, Thomas White, Braden Montgomery, Ethan Hedges, Jack Gurovich, George Lombard Jr., Cameron Nelson refractor, Kyson Witherspoon, Connor Essenberg, and Seth Hernandez. So off to a nice start for Seth Hernandez. Back-to-back packs, getting a chrome and then a refractor. Same thing for Gavin Killen. You've seen 10 cases. Jeez. One breaker ran 10 cases. That's fair. Two Papacharadas in the 10 cases. Number to 35 is a banger. We got a number to 99 and a number to 35 on the board. We did have somebody who was a big Josh Owens fan in here a couple breaks ago. Not sure if they are back in here again. The shortstop / pitcher, who I believe they were saying throws like 100+ miles an hour. So I imagine they might have him stick to that pitching thing. Wow. Last year, there was $1 billion lost in player. I guess the way they're calculating that is like players missing games and their salary that would have been paid for those games. We have a true green coming up after we started off with a purple. So looking pretty good so far on the color autos. Seth Hernandez again in the draft night. Kevin McGonigal, prize prospects. Xavier Nyans getting on the board. Caleb Wing, JoJo Parker, Aiden West, Devin Taylor, Enrique Bradfield Jr., Easton Carmichael, Walker Jenkins, Nate Sneed, Ryan Sloan, Colin Yeaman, Carlos Lagrange, Billy Carlson, getting a bunch of good names on the board in this one. Tim Piastenson. Let's see if we can keep that going into the auto. Ike Irish, another nice one. Cameron Maldonado. And the green is a nice one. Murph Gray. First Murph Gray auto we've pulled. True green, number 91 of 99 for Murph. Behind that, refractors of Devin Taylor, Enrique Bradfield Jr., Easton Carmichael, and Walker Jenkins. So a really nice second pack as well. Marino in the first, Murph Gray green auto in the second, and 2 color autos on the board already. Murph is an early second rounder, right? Yep, 73rd overall. So far, so good. Schlittler shut down too. What was going on with Schlittler? Did he just say Spencer Schwellenbach Placed on 60-day injured list. Inflammation in right elbow. Wow. Wait, was that last year or is that for this year? Schwellenbach will begin season on 60-day. Wow. That is a lot of people going on the IL, considering we're not even a week into spring training. Bunch of big names on the board in chrome already. Schlittler was back issues. Schwellenbach went down today. Yep, looks like that is the case. First week back, I guess, is always a rough one. It's like the first workout back after a vacation. Or I always have all my clients be extra careful because a lot of injuries can happen when you're not fresh and haven't been moving a lot. We have Kason Cunningham draft night. We have an Aqua coming up here. Nolan Sailor's nice one. Number 8 of 125, Sailor's Aqua Wave. Andrew Salas Axis insert. Chrome of Cooper Fleming. Jefferson Rojas. Zach Root. JD Dix. There you go. Chris Marcus Phillips. Matthew Miura. Ethan Conrad. Some nice ones again. Ty Harvey. Tyler Bremner. Mason McConaughey, Arjun Namala, Quentin Young, Jackson Wiggins, Chase Shores, Cam Caminiti. Maybe he gets a little bit more likely of a shot now with that injury. Michael Olivito, Yosua Lugo, and refractors of Mike Sirota, Dean Curley, Kevin McGonigal, and Michael Lombardi. So a lot of nice names again in that first half of pack number 3. Getting the number 2 overall prospect in a refractor and a whole bunch of first rounders and early second rounders. Olivito, Quentin Young, Ethan Conrad, Miura. Where'd Miura go? I actually don't think I remember where he was. He was, 6th rounder, 180th overall. Marcus Phillips, first rounder for the Sox for Chris. And Zach Root, first rounder for the Dodgers. Sailors to 125. A lot of low numbered cards in this first one. 2 to 99, 1 to 35, 1 to 125 already. I'll take that. And a lot of big names on the board as well. All right. Well, hopefully we start getting more fun news in a good way out of spring training the next few days. I did see, Meb, did you hear about Zach Veen? Apparently he came back. Wow, we're going to get a 3rd consecutive color hit. This looks like a blue wave auto coming up. Let's get right to that. Then we'll go back to the Zach Veen topic. We have a Billy Carlson prize prospects. Riley Kelly Chrome, JJ Weatherholt, Cade Crossland, Luke Dickerson, Nolan Sailors, Brody Brecht, Josh Owens, Kalen Culpepper, Tanner Franklin, Blake Mitchell, Griffin Hughes, Bryce Cunningham, Landon Hoge, Rainiel Rodriguez, Joshua Flores, Johnny Farmello, and the blue wave auto is Seth Hernandez. 114 of 150. And if I remember correctly, this spot is the same guy that got the bubblegum auto. Blue wave 114 of 150. Huge box. That was this the one that Chris picked? Bangers only. Takumi's been calling it. Sebastian Walcott is out for the year. Whoa. This was Chris's box, and it has been a monster so far. And Chris has got himself a really nice Mitch Voigt. That centering and the surface looks really solid on that Voigt refractor. Tommy Troy, Patrick Forbes, and Gavin Turley. Roman Anthony replacing Corbin Carroll. That's fun for the World Baseball Classic. Chris, I'll get your Mitch Voigt in a top loader for you. Wow, that is crazy. The first time that if I remember this correctly, first time that the same buyer that got the bubblegum auto of Seth Hernandez that we pulled earlier has joined one of our breaks again, and we get him a blue wave to 150 of Seth. Crazy luck there. We have an Ike Irish draft night. We have a speckle of Ethan Hedges. Quentin Young Axis. Our blue paper is going to be Mason Peters, 148 of 150. Even the papers are coming out pretty nicely in this one. Max Clark, Mason Morris, Eduardo Tait, Kaysen Cunningham, Josiah Hartshorn, Steele Hall, CJ Gray, Ryan Mitchell, Caleb Bonemer, Michael Lombardi, Travis Bazzana, Aaron Watson, Franklin Arias, Caden Bodine, Cameron Nelson, Kyson Witherspoon, ton of first rounders in this one again. Connor Essenberg, refractors, Pico Cone, Jordan Yost, Gabe Davis, and Josh Hammond. Another really nice start to a pack. Hammond, Davis, Yost, and Cone getting refractors. Roman Anthony and Nolan McLean on the on Team USA. That's a fun combination of young players to watch. Bodine, Ryan Mitchell. What do you guys think about how well pitchers seem to have been selling recently in the hobby? It certainly seems like they are starting to get the respect that they're due with how well Skeens has played and then sold in terms of his hobby value. It definitely seems like the sale prices on a lot of the big pitchers are pretty much lining up with the sale prices of a lot of the big hitters in my breaks recently. And I've checked some singles prices on autographs too, and it seems to be the same way for regular cards as well as the break spots. I think Eli Willits tonight went for the same price as Kate Anderson. Seems to be a sign that the hobby is starting to respect Anderson. Pitchers like Anderson. We are finally going to get a base auto 4 packs in. Wonder how much the position on prospecting. Wonder how much is the position or prospecting. Like, is it going to reflect once they're in the majors, or if it's only a price when they're prospects? Takumi, Charlie Condon, prize prospects: Luis Pena, Cody Miller, Aiden Miller, Landon Vidoric, Dakota Jordan, Ryan Weidman, Esmeralda Valdez, Aaron Walton, Nolan Schubart, Cash Mayfields, Malcolm Moore, Gustavo Melendez, Kyle Lodice, Mike Sirota, Dean Curley, Kevin McGonigal, and Patrick Forbes getting our first base auto. Refractors of Ethan Frey, Arun Escobar, James Ellwanger, and Felnine Celestin. So if that's what you meant, Takumi, I would say it seems like it is carrying over into the players as they make the majors. Part of the thing that made me say that was Brian has been running some 2026 tops, and Nolan McLean and Tong seem to be selling up there with around the same price as some of the bigger offensive player names. We have a true blue chrome coming up here of another big name in this first box. Kevin McGonigal, number 2 overall prospect, getting true blue, number 35 of 150 for McGonigal. Nice hit there. Getting another one behind that with the Axis insert. Chrome of Travis Sikora, Briggs McKenzie, Josh Kuroda-Grauer, AJ Russell, James Tibbs. There's another Mitch Voigt for Chris, Tommy Troy, Patrick Forbes, Gavin Turley, Caden Kent, Johnny Lavelle, Titan Gray, Jacob Reimer, Landon Harmon, Jesus Madej, Justin Lampkin, Yandel Ricardo, Travis Bazzana refractor, Aaron Watson, Franklin Arias, and Caden Bodine refractor. So another first rounder getting a refractor there for Bodine. And one more top half pack left out of a very solid first super box of the night. Got 6, 7 cards up on the display already. Not bad for one box. People going in on pitcher spots, hoping they pan out. First, respecting pitchers like position players. Yep. That's always definitely been the risk of high risk of injury that people perceive for pitchers over position players. Hoping that Skeens stays healthy for that reason, for all of us in the hobby, and for him and Livy. We have JJ Weatherholt in action, Dax Kilby prize prospects, and Steele Hall, another nice numbered card out of this box. Steele Hall with the sky blue paper, 397 of 499. Chrome of Selena, Slowinski, Cooper Pratt, Jacob Morrison, Dante Nori, Ben Jacobs, Sammy Stafora, Dominic Furtan, Gavin Fine on the board for the first time, Matt Barr, Cade Anderson, Sean Youngerman, Cade Obermuller, Charlie Condon, Mason Neville, Yulfran Castillo, and Tate Southesine getting ink for the first time in one of our breaks. Refractors behind that of Xavier Nines, Caleb Wing, JoJo Parker, and Aiden West. So finishing off nicely in what was a really nice box there that Chris chose. I don't think so. It sounds like Chris only had Voit and then added Marcus Phillips. I don't think Meb took Tate in this one either. Let's see. Even though the Josh Owens is numbered to 35, I'm going to take that down, and we're going to put the Tate Southesine up there in his place. If we keep it up at this rate, I might have to run over to my cabinet and grab some more top loaders before we finish this breakout. All right, let me shift over some of these piles. Then we're going to get into box number 2. Anybody join any new fantasy baseball leagues? I haven't done a fantasy baseball league in a long time, but I was talking to one of my friends who was doing some mock drafts at work the other day. Talking about the potential boom or bust of Joe Adele. I also caught that the Mets and the Pirates are going to be the opening day game, first game of the season, I believe, which would mean that we have Skeens going against Freddie Peralta for the first game of the season. Common to have and to recover successfully. Tate's hard to hit, says Meb. Oh, let's see. Hoping these kids can bounce back from Tommy John surgery. Seems that it is more common. Yeah, definitely true. I mean, I've heard the argument that once you rehab from this from Tommy John now, you kind of learn a little bit more about like the biomechanics of letting the rest of the little muscles in your rotator cuffs catch up and do the work that they need to do and strengthen up in a way that maybe players are not training before they get injured because they don't understand the importance of those little tight muscles. So hopefully that is true and they continue coming back strong from Tommy John surgeries and such. I think Tommy John might, besides the time out, might not even necessarily be the most serious career-threatening injury anymore. Aiden West is one you think is undervalued. I actually was thinking that as well. I mean, with the way the Dodgers scout, you would think that their first few rounders are probably pretty good picks. Shift this over a little bit more so we have space. And let's get right into box number 2. Starting off with, are we going to get another number to 35? We are. Rainiel Rodriguez, number to 35. So we had 2 in a week, none for 3 or 4 weeks, and now 2 in 1 break. Logo fractor, non-logo fractor, logo fractor. Rainiel Rodriguez, 10 of 35 there. Ike Irish axis insert. Aaron Walton, Chrome. Max Clark. Mason Morris. Eduardo Tait. Kason Cunningham. Josiah Hartshorn. Steele Hall. CJ Gray. Ryan Mitchell. Colin Yeaman. Carlos Legrande. Billy Carlson. Tim Piastenson. Ike Irish. Cameron Maldonado. Dax Kilby. Ryan Waldschmidt. And refractors of Riggio. Bowker. DeVries. And Jake Monroe. Bangers only. Takumi called it tonight. And so far, he's right. Number to 35 for, is Rainiel Rodriguez already the number 2 prospect in the Cardinals organization? I'm now sitting on his numbered 1 of 25 geometric orange. What do we think of the Pirates this year? Do we think the Pirates can actually put up 80 wins? I haven't looked to see what their over-under is, but they have some serious pitching. They have a little bit of hitting in comparison to what they've had recently. Sadahara auto redemption, that would be amazing. Sakura as an example as he comes back from TJ. We finally got that Tate auto. Yep, and it sounds like maybe it's for Adam. We have another base auto starting off box number 2 in action of Andrew Salas. We'll see how he does in his second professional baseball season. Luis Pena prize prospects. Jake Cook. Luis Pena again in chrome. Cody Miller. Aiden Miller. Landon Vidoric. Dakota Jordan. Ryan Weidman. Esmerin Valdez. Titan Gray. Jacob Reimer, Landon Harmon, Jesus Madej, Justin Lampkin, Yandel Ricardo, Nate Snead, Ryan Sloan, and a nice autograph to start box number 2, Jordan Yost, first rounder for Detroit. With the base auto, refractors of Yoani Morales, TJ Quinn, Walker Yannick, and Takumi's guy, JD Thompson, who we couldn't stop hitting over the last couple breaks. Starts his night off for the first time. Actually, maybe he has a refractor and a chrome on the board already. What do we think of Joey Loper-Fido getting traded from the Astros to the Blue Jays, then the Blue Jays to the Astros? Pirates might be a sleeper if guys reach their potential. I'm honestly pretty bullish on Bubba Chandler. I feel like he achieved all he could in the minors and kind of shut down last year and then didn't really get much of a chance at the major league level. So I'm definitely very bullish on Bubba Chandler. Anytime there's any Met rumor about trading with the Pirates, which there were a lot of this offseason, I was hoping it was Bubba that they were talking about. We have an Eli Willits draft night and a true blue refractor of Nolan Schubart, numbered 76 of 150 for Schubart. Keep the numbered firsts coming. Caden Bodine Axis, chrome of Walker Jenkins, Ethan Frey, Arun Escobar, James Ellwanger, Felnine Celestin, Gavin Killen, Sean Episcope, Moore Tate Southesine, Corbin Dickerson, Kate Anderson, Sean Youngerman, Kate Obermuller, Charlie Condon, Mason Neville, Yolfran Castillo, Caden Kent, Johnny Lavelle, and refractors of Tyson Lewis, Max Ballou, Jinseng Ko, and Dominic Reed. Marcelo Ozuna is on the Pirates. I didn't realize that. So they signed O'Hearn, Ozuna, traded for the password. Man, they still have Joey Bart starting at catcher, though. It's kind of rough. What cities is the World Baseball Classic in this year? All right, let's see. Two times True Blues plus Oz. Oh, the JD Thompsons. That was crazy. Let's see. Let's pop a Tennessee variation of Curly. Is that a thing that exists? Did the fan live live drama get discussed already? What? The fan? What is Miami, Houston, and Tokyo for the World Baseball Classic? Takumi, what are you talking about with the drama? I'm not sure what that means. So I'm guessing we didn't talk about it yet. We have a refractor auto to 499 coming out, so getting some more numbered on the board. We have Ike Irish on the prize prospects, Gavin Turley Chrome, Xavier Nines, Caleb Wing, JoJo Parker, Aiden West, Devin Taylor, Enrique Bradfield Jr., Easton Carmichael, Quentin Young, Jackson Wiggins, Chase Shores, Cam Caminiti, Michael Olivito, Yosua Lugo, Matt Barr, Gavin Fine, and Riley Kelly getting the auto to 499. Yosua Gonzalez, regular refractor, Miguel Sima, Sebastian Walcott, and Mason Peters. All right, Parker Chrome, Riley Kelly, refractor auto, and Gavin Fine Chrome. And then let's see what Takumi was talking about. Fanatics Live, one breaker got 6 one-of-one MLB debuts. An employee was posing as a buyer. What? We keep the hits going with Riley Kelly. I mean, for Takumi. Wait, so that they've had an employee buying the spots of all of the one-of-one ones that they hit, and they hit that many. So it sounds like maybe they were what do you even do? Like opening packs and then like resealing them? I don't even know how one would go about doing that, but it sounds like maybe they were. We have a Gavin Fine draft night, green grass of Zach Root. Taco Bell, friends, getting number 2/99 on the green grass for the Dodgers first round pitcher. Jesus Medei Axis, Jamie Arnold Chrome, Christian Fauch, Liam Doyle, Peter Cassell, Max Williams, Andrew Salas, Anthony Ianson, Elian Pena, Cameron Millar, Ethan Petrie, Nate George, Joseph Zerwa, Tyson Lewis, Max Ballou, Shinseng Ko, Dominic Reed, Rock Riggio, and refractors of Cameron Nelson, Kyson Witherspoon, Connor Essenberg, and more Seth Hernandez. Oh, and also getting back to the Zach Veen story that I mentioned before. Apparently, Zach Veen put on like, was it like 35 pounds this offseason? It also looks like in total opposite news, apparently Francisco Alvarez stopped eating arepas. Literally, this is what he said, and lost like 20 pounds. So he's looking skinny and athletic. See what that means for the Mets catching position. So, do you know what breaker that was on Fanatics Live? Let's see. It was Filth Bomb? Yikes. I'm pretty sure it says like somewhere on Filth Bomb's like pages and stuff, something about like how like fair they are to the hobby or something. Something that was a weird thing that I saw that they had posted. But that would be extremely shady. Do not like the sound of that. Cade Anderson prize prospects, Miguel Sima Jr. on the sky blue paper. That is 169 of 499. JD Thompson Chrome, Alfredo Duno, JB Middleton, Shotaro Mori, Riley Quick, first rounder for the first time. Slade Caldwell, Brady Ebel, Adonis Guzman, Kyson Witherspoon, Connor Essenberg. Wow, a lot of Seth Hernandez tonight. Now we got to get some Eli Willits on the board. Pico Cohen, Jordan Yost, Gabe Davis, Josh Hammond back on the board, Matthew Fisher, and a base auto of Liam Doyle. The nice hits keep coming. Josiah Hartshorn, Steele Hall, CJ Gray, and Ryan Mitchell refractors. Wow. This is definitely not the best break we've had, but definitely a top 20% of the breaks we've had so far of draft. Steele Hall and Hartshorn, Chromes, lots of first rounders and big names. Josh Hammond, Jordan Yost, Seth Hernandez, Kyson Witherspoon, first Brady Ebel of the break, and Riley Quick, and a base auto for Liam Doyle. Yost, Doyle. I will say a couple of cracks in the top corners of these top loaders. So maybe I'm not going to go out and recommend ProSafe just yet until I've seen a couple more of their their sleeves and make sure that they're not cracking. Nothing that would put the cards in danger, but rather they not be cracked. Let's see. Let's put the Nolan Sailors down on the side. Let's put the Liam Doyle on display. Another first round auto tonight. Let's see. Let me catch up in the chat. Notorious RB. Yes, a Notorious RB named it. And also some sketchy PSA stuff. What was the sketchy PSA stuff? Let's see. If you're breaking on Whatnot or Fanatics Alive, you sold your soul to the hobby. Yeah, I tried for 2 weeks to sell on Fanatics. Not Fanatics, on Whatnot. Like, I want to say it was like 2020 or 2021. And I was just like, I don't enjoy this. I didn't stay on. Starting off, bunch of color in this one. We have an X-Fractor of Eli Willits. He'd been quiet all night. Gets on the board in a nice way. Willits X-Fractor to start his night off. We have a Matthew Fisher, purple, numbered 15 of 250. Walker Jenkins Access, and a blue Cody Miller paper, numbered 36 of 150. Dominic Furtan Chrome. Travis Sikora, Briggs McKenzie, Josh Kuroda Grauer, AJ Russell, James Tibbs, Mitch Voigt back on the board, Tommy Troy, Patrick Forbes, Griffin Hugas, Bryce Cunningham, Landon Hoge, Rainiel Rodriguez, Joshua Flores, Johnny Farmello, Mason McConaughey, Arjun Namala, Matthew Fisher Refractor, Ethan Petrie, Nate George, and Joseph Zerwa. So another nice pack there. Let's try and catch up with the rest of the chat now. Veen got sober and yoked. Is that actually a thing? Was he drinking a little too much and he stopped drinking? Well, good for him if that's the case. Thanks, Mevin. Let's see. Notorious says employees bought the Marlins in a repack that never hits. Of course, Mike Stanton first Bowman Gold Auto PSA 10 was pulled. Jeez. We have Cody Miller on the blue paper to 150. Matthew Fisher on the purple chrome to 250. And Eli Willits getting on the board for the first time tonight with a nice hit for him with the X-Fractor. Let's see. I'm actually going to take the Nick Becker down, and we're going to put the Willits up there. Oop, and I still need a top loader for this Seth Hernandez. We have a lot on the board for only 2 boxes into this one. Someone got lots of PSA 9s. Instant buyback offer reappeared online as PSA 10s. Oh, I heard about that. That was a few weeks ago, right? I think Bobby might have told me about that one. We have a third base auto in this one, I believe. We have Mitch Voigt on the draft night. Jamie Arnold prize prospects. Tyler Bremner back on the board with the second chrome. Michael Salina. Johnny Slowinski, Cooper Pratt, Jacob Morrison, Dante Nori, Ben Jacobs, Sammy Stafora, Gage Wood, Grant Richardson, Charles DeValin, Tommy White, Nick Becker, Hagen Smith, Tanner Franklin, Blake Mitchell, and the next base auto is Riley Kelly again, Takumi. Numbered to 499 and base on the autos in one box. Refractors of Carson Benj, Brian Curley, Spencer Jones, and Antonio Jimenez. So double Riley Kelly box. 2 autos for Takumi again. All right, one more pack. Let's see. Almost caught up in the chat. Whatnot drives me nuts. I refuse to use that site. Yeah, I tried on Fanatics Live once too, and I think I might have mentioned at the break at the time because they gave you like a $50 site credit or something to use, and I joined a couple of their breaks and never ended up spending the $50. Just watched, and was confused, and then signed off. We have an aqua or a teal coming up here. Aqua Wave. It is numbered 18 of 125. Mason Neville. Arjun Amala Access Insert, Kalen Culpepper, Cooper Fleming, Jefferson Rojas, Zach Root, JD Dix, Marcus Phillips, Matthew Miura, Ethan Conrad, Ty Harvey, Malachi Witherspoon, Jared Thomas, Brandon Compton, J.R. Ritchie, Sean Gamble, Luke LaCourse. There's another Eli Willits on the board. Caleb Lays, Pico Cone refractor, Jordan Yost, Gabe Davis, and Josh Hammond for the second time on that 4-player combo in the refractor spot. The only way that I would ever consider going back on Whatnot or Fanatics is if they created functionality to run breaks the way that they have them on eBay. That way it's not about like trying to hype things up and pretend that every spot is going to all of a sudden pay $1 billion a spot and try and drive prices up inside of breaks. But yeah, if they ever took away the live auction format and made it the way that eBay went, then I may give them a second try. But I'm not into the whole hyping up your every spot like it's gonna hit the greatest card of all time, like a lot of breakers on there seem to do. See some Billy. Yep, Meb, I forgot you have Billy Carlson tonight. Well, it's refractor plus Fisher color equals bangers. Zine was a fan of Bob Marley. Double Riley. Let's see. Hope Fanatics Tops doesn't ruin the hobby. I mean, they're definitely doing some fun stuff. All the stuff that they did with Series 1 this year, I loved. Like adding in a 52 mantle is crazy. And then also giving away the possibility of getting World Series tickets. I think there was some kind of fan experience with one of the teams that somebody won already. So I'm definitely a big fan of some of the utility they're bringing to stuff on top of just cards. We have a Zaire Hope in action. I think that's the first one of these we've ever hit. Travis Bazana, prize prospects. Connor Griffin on the board for the first time. Riley Kelly back on the board in Chrome. JJ Weatherholt, Cade Crossland, Luke Dickerson, Nolan Sailors, Brody Brecht, Josh Owens, Cody Bowker, Leo DeVries, Jake Monroe, Theo Geelan, Dean Livingston, Tehran Lorenzo, Purple Auto coming up, Dean Moss, Josue Briseño, and it is Adonis Guzman on the true Purple Auto. I guess there probably are only true Purple Autos. Number 39 of 250. Refractors of Caleb Bonemer, Murph Gray, Eduardo Quintero, and Trevor Cohn finishing off box number 2. Another pretty nice box in this one. So far, so good on this break. I don't even think that Adonis Guzman makes the display. All right, let's shift some stuff over, and we have a baseball top 100. It looks like coming up. Projected opening day roster for the Mets. Polanco hitting cleanup is fascinating. I wonder if that factors in Lindor not playing on opening day.
Only one player can top the list. It is time for the final slot. The top 100 players right now.
All right, here we go. As we get the top 10 of the top 100 players, according to MLB Network in the background. All right, let's see. What did I miss in the chat? Hope the hype is too much over there. Haven't gotten on Whatnot. Yeah, it's a lot. Series 1 is pretty fun. Those number to 75 stamped are amazing. What are the number to 75 stamped cards? I don't know that I've seen that. Oops. Just knocking over the camera. I don't know if you saw that I'm using a different blade this time. I used to buy a lot from Steel City, and at one point I got a blade from them, a box cutter. Lost it for like 2 years, and I found it this week. So we have the Steel City knife back in action, and so far so good on the luck with these boxes that it's been cutting open. I mean, I love that they put all of these like old famous cards in the Frank Thomas era card, the mantle, I think a Tony Gwynn rookie. I don't remember. There was a lot of them, but I do love that they added something like that in, something I never would have thought of as a really, really fun ad into the flagship rip. Oh, that's weird. They didn't put one of those little. Oh no, it just got crushed. There it is. 5 packs out. And the last box of the night is open. Let's see. We had to suggest lawsuit against Panini. It was fun. They ended up honoring with a case. Now will full contact Fanatics. It was a great MLB Network Top 100 show. I gotta watch the rest of the Top 100 after this. First 10 I've tuned in for. Stiz says, how about the number 5 player in MLB signing another half market value contract? Love that, man. Jose Ramirez is the man. Kind of guy that you want on your team. All right, starting things off here, we have a speckle. And it's Franklin Arias. Steel Hall Axis. Let's get some Billies on the board for Meb. Devin Taylor, Enrique Bradfield Jr., Easton Carmichael, Walker Jenkins, Ethan Frey, Arun Escobar, James Ellwanger, Felnine Celestin, Gavin Killen, Travis Bazana, Aaron Watson, Franklin Arias, Caden Bodine, Cameron Nelson, Kyson Witherspoon, Connor Essenberg, Seth Hernandez again, Malachi Witherspoon Refractor, Jared Thomas, Brandon Compton, and J.R. Ritchie. Malachi and Kyson in one pack. Bodine, Killen, Devin Taylor, and Franklin Arias. Let's see. What else do we have in the chat? Jose Ramirez. Absolutely underrated. Definitely a stud. Definitely the kind of guy you want on your team. See, too bad they screw him by not adding anything with their money that they should have paid to him. That is also a really good point, Sistas. They hopefully get something else around him and are willing to shell out the money that he really should have or could have commanded. All right, we have a Jamie Arnold Draft Night purple auto. Looks like it's going to be the first one in this third box. JoJo Parker, Prize Prospects, another Mitch Voigt, Tommy Troy, Patrick Forbes, Gavin Turley, Xavier Nyans, Caleb Wing, JoJo Parker, Aiden West, Cash Mayfield, Gustavo Melendez, Malcolm Moore, Kyle Lodice, Mike Sirota, Dean Curley, Kevin McGonigal, Michael Lombardi, and the first auto of box number 4 is JT Quinn, purple, numbered 183 of 250. Refractors of Tait, Kason Cunningham, Josiah Hartshorn, and Steel Hall. Ooh, Steel Hall. Whoa, look at that. Whoa. Check that out. That is definitely a send back to Topps and get a replacement for that card, because that Steel Hall is eaten up on the corner. Doesn't even want to go in the top loader. Yeah, same thing on the Hartshorn. And same thing on the Cunningham. Clean on the chromes. Let's hope that doesn't continue to the rest of this box. Nines, Voigt, JT Quinn. Rainiel Rodriguez, Tanner Franklin, Ryan Mitchell. Scott, rooting for those three. Well, we already got you a really nice Rainiel Rodriguez, numbered to 35. Yeah, those corners, not good on those three. Well, I'm missing a lot of messages. Scott, first time doing one of these. Welcome. We did get you one really nice Rainiel on the board already, numbered to 35. Let's see. New Cleveland isn't going to spend huge on multi-year deals, but they could have added you could not add Andujar or Castellanos. That Castellanos story was pretty wild. Drinking in the dugout during the season last year. I know he's a different kind of guy. Corner's looking good on these refractors, fortunately. We have a titanium coming up in this bottom half pack. Ike Irish, Draft Night, and Cash Mayfield's titanium 24 of 100. Ike Irish again on the Axis insert. Chrome of Sailors, Brecht, Josh Owens, Kalen Culpepper, Cooper Fleming, Jefferson Rojas, Zach Root, J.D. Dix, Marcus Phillips, Johnny Lovell, Titan Gray, Jacob Reimer, Landon Harmon, Jesus Madej, Justin Lampkin, Yandel Ricardo, Nate Sneed, refractors of Bowker, DeVries, Monroe, and Theo Gielan. All right. Let's see another auto. Let's see. I have a JoJo Parker base auto. Have to send back to Tops because of a big indentation on the back. Let's see. When Operator got smashed into the box. JN4 is a Redbirds fan. Tista is a Feel You Brew Crews fan. Definitely nice. Cash Mayfield, one of the few prospects still left on San Diego. Man, it is. There's something going on with the top half refractors here. Aiden Miller, Landon Vidoric, Dakota Jordan, and Ryan Weidman with rough bottom right corners. Let's see if I want to go in the top loader. I mean, in the penny sleeve. Some mailbacks for Tops. All right, let's see what we have. Speckle auto coming up. Fortunately, it's only, I'm guessing it's not from the box. I'm guessing it's a print run thing because it seems to be just the refractors that are damaged, and the autos right above them seem to be totally unharmed. So I'm guessing it was something that happened in printing. All right, we have Gavin Killen on the prize prospects, Anthony Ianson, Chrome, Elian Pena, Cameron Millar, Connor Griffin, Riley Kelly, getting ready for a low-numbered auto coming up. JJ Weatherholt, Cade Crossland, Luke Dickerson, Matt Barr, Cade Anderson, Sean Youngerman, Cade Obermuller, Charlie Condon, Mason Neville, Yolfran Castillo, Caden Kent, and the Speckle auto is AJ Russell, numbered to 71. I know we had somebody that was hyping up AJ Russell. I think the same guy that was hyping up Josh Owens was hyping up his Texas staff there. Number 19 of 71 on the Speckle auto. Yeah, definitely seems like something messed up with the refractor machine that day. Like, I think that's Takumi that said that. Let's see. No hate here for the Brew Crew, says Scott. Could you hate the Brew Crew, even as a Met fan? I guess they didn't really do anything to the Mets. We kind of screwed them over a couple of years ago. Let's see. Takumi says, "I'm gonna age myself here. I lived in St. Louis when Ray Langford had his 4 home run game. Love some Ray Langford references. Let's see, who else was on the team with Ray Langford? Was that like Delino DeShields' time? Was he even a Cardinal? Who else was on the team with Ray Langford? Maybe Bernard Gilkey times. That might have even been before. No, probably around the same time as Langford. A couple of colors coming up here, starting with a purple chrome. Cade Anderson. Big hit, numbered 79 of 250. Another nice box so far in this one. Josor Gonzalez on the axis. Josiah Hart, showing sky blue paper. Nori Chrome, Ben Jacobs, Sammy Stafora, Dominic Furtan, Travis Sikora, Briggs McKenzie, Josh Kuroda Grauer, AJ Russell, James Tibbs, Ryan Waldschmidt, Kane Kepley, Braden Montgomery, Ethan Hedges, Thomas White, Jake Gurovich, George Lombard Jr., Nolan Schubart, Dean Livingston, Refractor, Tehran Lorenzo, Dean Moss, and Josue Briseño. So a big Cade Anderson hit, purple chrome there. Ooh, Tarek Skubal at number 8. Is he the highest ranked pitcher on the list besides Shohei, of course? What a break. Starting off with the Dan Marino, getting some Cade color, getting some Seth color ink, bunch of first round ink. Let's see, I got to get this up on the stand. I think we're going to take the Willits down and we'll get the Cade Anderson up there. Let's see, something had to jam up the whole next box. Got the benefit. Also aging myself with poor memory. Mark Whitten. Mitch just got Peralta. Is this a Takumi memory thing? Let's see. Scott was watching the game too. Was thinking Ray Langford maybe hit 4 home runs in a week. Just kept Trey on the list. All right, let's keep moving. 3 more autos to go. Starting with a base. We have another Zaire Hope in action. So never seen one of them, and all of a sudden we get 2. Jesus Madej prize prospects. Chrome of Matthew Miura, Ethan Conrad, Ty Harvey, Tyler Bremner, Mike Selena, Johnny Slowinski, Cooper Pratt, Jacob Morrison. Been a very quiet siren night in New York City as we hear first one go by. Ryan Sloan, Colin Yeaman, Carlos Legrande. There's some Billy Carlson for Meb. Tim Piastenson, Ike Irish, Cameron Maldonado, Dax Kilby, and Johnny Slowinski getting the auto. Interesting signature there for Slowinski. Refractors of Esmeralda Valdez, Aaron Walton. So now we have issues on the bottom corner and on the middle of this Aaron Walton. Max Clark and Mason Morris. So this whole box seems to have top half refractor pack printing issues. Fortunately, still not feeding into the autos. Oh, Skeen's on the top 10 list also, of course. You think Paul Skeens gets his first no-hitter this year? I was having some fun his rookie season, and a couple of times I bet every player on the other team to not get a hit, and you got pretty fun odds on that bet. Of course. Johnny Slawinski the third. Is that what that thing says? Brian Jordan played with Ray. That's another good one. Who am I trying to think of that was on that team? That was a reasonably big name. Is that like the John Mabry years too? I had an aunt or like a distant relative who married John Mabry. All right. 2 packs left. Starting off here, a couple more hits coming with an X-Fractor of Bremner. Second overall pick, getting some color with the X-Fractor. And a Fuchsia Reptilian. Josh Hammond, the nice hits tonight. Keep coming. Beautiful Hammond there. 84 of 199 for the shortstop prospect for KC. Probably second baseman if he ever makes the majors, with Bobby Witt clogging that spot up. Andrew Salas, Axis. We have Chrome of Brian Curley, Spencer Jones, Antonio Jimenez, Josuar Gonzalez, as Takumi keeps saying. Bangers only tonight. Miguel Sima Jr., Sebastian Walcott, Mason Peters, Yoandy Morales, JT Quinn, JR Ritchie, Sean Gamble, Luke LaCourse. There's another Eli Willits, Caleb Lays, Gage Wood, Grant Richardson, Charles Duvallin, Gage Wood Refractor, Grant Richardson, Charles Duvallin, and Tommy White. Bunch to sleeve up again from our second to last bottom half pack. Yep, the Mets did get Peralta. I thought you were saying they just did it, as in while this break was happening, did it versus a few weeks ago. Scott Rowland was a little later, and also a Philly. Skeens can get a no-hitter, and Pittsburgh would still find a way to lose, says Chris. Facts. All right, nice Josh Hammonds. Let's see, I think I need to switch the McGonigal out for the Josh Hammond and get that up there on a stand. And the Tyler Bremner will go into the stack with the Eli Willits X-Fractor. The X-Fractor is hit very nicely in this one. Everything's hit pretty nicely in this one. All right. Second to last auto coming. Can we get some more color? Can we get some not messed up refractors? No, we can't. Some more messed up refractors and another base auto. So let's go to the in action which is Andrew Salas, Kate Anderson prize prospects. We're getting some color in an auto pack. Blue paper of Cody Bowker, 76 of 150. Steel Hall Chrome, CJ Gray, Ryan Mitchell, Caleb Bonemer, Murph Gray, Eduardo Quintero, Trevor Cohn, Carson Benj, Theo Gielan, Dean Livingston, Teron Lorenzo, Dean Moss, Josue Briseño, Malachi Witherspoon, Jared Thomas, Brandon Compton, and a refractor auto. Oh, it's not a base. It's a refractor auto of Briggs McKenzie with the nice penmanship there. Numbered 113 of 499. Murph and Mitchell. And then we'll take a look at what refractors we had at the bottom of this one. Steele Hall getting on the board in chrome again. Cody Bowker getting a blue paper. And then Eduardo Quintero starts off our 4 refractors, which are him, Trevor Cohen, Carson Benj, and Brian Curley. Curley, Benj, the Andre Dawson Classic. I love that. That's another blast from the past. Same time frame. All right, final pack of the break. One more auto to go. Been a really nice one so far tonight. A lot of big names on the board in ink and color. Can we sneak anything else on? We're going to get what? What are we going to get here? We have a Gavin Killen draft night, and behind that, an etched in glass of big name Ethan Conrad. So far, we have 3 etched in glass SPs now. 2 Liam Doyle, 1 Ethan Conrad. Congrats, Conrad spot on the SP. Another nice one to add to the display today. Eli Willits with the Axis, Dakota Jordan, Chrome, Ryan Weidman, Esmerin Valdez. Do they only put first rounders in the etched in glass? Feels weird that we've only seen like lottery picks. Aaron Walton, Max Clark, Mason Morris, Eduardo Tait, Kason Cunningham, Josiah Hartshorn, Tyson Lewis, Max Ballou, Chinseng Ko, Dominic Reed, Rock Riggio, Cody Bowker, Leo DeVries, Jake Monroe, and refractors we get Sean Gamble, Luke LaCourse, Eli Willits, and Caleb Blaze. So Willits, decent night now. Refractor, X-Fractor, and a base on the board for Willits after having a first quiet beginning to this break for him. Damn, they slid Juan Soto back 2 spots after the year that he had. What does Juan Soto have to do to get higher on the list? Let's see. Let's just put that there on the stand. Bangers only continue. Gilkey, right? Gilkey, Brian Jordan, Langford were the outfield in the early 90s. Love those names. With who was their closer at that time? Wasn't he a Hall of Fame closer? Oh, I can't remember who it is. Oh, Lee Smith. And the refractor issues continue. Let's see. We'll start off with these 4. The CJ Gray, Ryan Mitchell, Caleb Bonemer, and Murph Gray refractors. Skimming through the paper. No color in this one. One more auto to come in the back of this one. And it is this time actually going to be a base. Mitch Voigt Prize Prospects. Episcope Chrome, Tate Southacene, Corbin Dickerson, Jake Cook, Luis Pena, Cody Miller, Aiden Miller, Landon Vidoric, Pico Cone, Jordan Yost, Gabe Davis, Josh Hammond, Matthew Fisher, Ethan Petrie, Nate George, Joseph Zerwa, and the final auto of the break is a hitter. And Charles Duvallin, not bad there. Duvallin base auto finishes up the break. Dodgers. Oh, I don't even think I ever realized that Charles Duvallin was a first rounder. 41st overall. How about that? I haven't been sleeving up his cards like I've been doing for every other first rounder this entire time. Duvallin, first round ink. And I didn't even realize. Supplemental pick, but still a first rounder. All right. Let me finish leaving these up. Like I mentioned, we are back Wednesday with Sapphire for the first time. That's going to be Sapphire and two supers. And then next weekend, what do we do? No, next weekend is, next weekend is then a Sapphire and 3 hobbies. All right, Todd Worrell, good name too. All right, Chris, thanks for joining. Oh, we at least got you a stack full of base coming your way. Lee Smith, the big time closer. I believe he's a Hall of Famer. Meb, I'll shoot you a message on Instagram so we can coordinate the Arizona game. Anybody else in the Arizona area who's on as well, if you're interested in meeting up for some of the those spring breakout games, we will be in Arizona to watch. All right, let's get this recap in. Lots of good hits in this one. Cal Raleigh, number 4. There's no way Cal Raleigh is a top 5 player in baseball by the end of this year. Sorry, Mariners fans. I don't think that season's happening again. I do not believe that they are sustainable. Sorry, Carl Ravish or whoever that is. All right, starting the recap. We have Steele Hall, 3 base chrome. Seth Hernandez, also getting 3 base chrome. Liam Doyle getting 1. Cade Anderson getting 3. JoJo Parker getting 1 in every box as well. Gavin Killen, 3. Nice distribution in this one. Gavin Fine, 2. Eli Willits, 2. Dax Kilby, 3. Billy Carlson, 3. Those are our base chromes. To the refractors, Gavin Killen, JoJo Parker, 2 Josh Hammond, 1 Mitch Voigt, 2 Seth Hernandez, and 2 Steele Hall. To the main stack, starting off our big time hits. Ooh, let's see. Yeah, if you are interested, we are going to be going to the spring breakout game. That's the prospect versus prospect game for the Diamondbacks against the Rockies. And then we're also going to be going to the Seattle versus Milwaukee, I believe it is, game. So if you're in the Arizona area, shoot me a message on either Facebook or eBay afterwards. I'll drop the Facebook information into the chat again. And the more the merrier. We'd be happy to have anybody in their Arizona area join us at that game for Hot Ice Breaks outing. All right, starting the rest of the recap, we have a Tyler Bremner X-Fractor, Kevin McGonigal True Blue, Eli Willits X-Fractor, our low-numbered auto of the break, AJ Russell on the Speckle to 71, Devalin getting some more first-round ink, refractor auto of Briggs McKenzie, Eli Willits, adding to the refractor stack, Cody Bowker, blue paper, Johnny Slowinski, base auto, Josiah Hartshorn, sky blue paper, Cash Mayfield, titanium, JT Quinn, purple auto, Franklin Arias, speckle, Adonis Guzman, purple auto. Did well with the numbered autos this time. Mason Neville, aqua wave, Riley Kelly, base auto, Nick Becker, purple auto, Matthew Fisher, purple chrome, Cody Miller, blue paper, Miguel Sima Jr., sky blue paper, Nolan Sellers, aqua Wave, Zach Root, Green Grass, Riley Kelly, Refractor Auto, Nolan Schubart, Blue Chrome, Rainiel Rodriguez, and Josh Owen, non-X-Fractor, X-Fractors to 35, Steel Hall, Sky Blue Paper, Patrick Forbes, Base Auto, Ethan Hedges, Speckle, Mason Peters, Blue Paper, and Tommy White, X-Fractor. Then go into the back. We'll start with Jordan Yost on the base auto. Tate Southesine with the seemingly hard-to-hit base auto there. Josh Hammond going over to the other side with the Fuchsia Reptilian, number 84 of 199. And I'm going to go the last base auto on the board there with the Liam Doyle. Then we got a nice top 5 here. I'm actually going to go with the Murph Gray first, numbered 91 of 99 on the True Green auto. And I think we go, well, we know what number 1 is. Let's see what the order on the rest of them I'm going to go with is. I'm going to go Kate Anderson purple first as the 4th biggest hit of the break, 79 of 250. Then Ethan Conrad etched in glass SP as number 3. Our first ever Dan Marino retrofractor, numbered 41 of 99 green there for Marino. And Seth Hernandez, once again, hitter of the break, numbered 114 of 150 on the Blue Wave auto. Congrats on the owner of the Seth Hernandez spot again. All right, let's catch up with the chats. And then we'll see you guys back here on Wednesday. Let's see. Bo Jackson, Battle Arena, Ozzy auto looks nice. What is that? Oh, I actually did hear about that. Let's see. Thought it was a crazy Yoshi was number 7 in their top 10 of their top 10 starters. That's insane. All right. Thanks, everybody. Top 2 hits in the first. Yeah, the top and the bottom half of the pack. I think you're right. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining a fun one tonight. We will catch you back here later in the week. Have a good start to your week, everyone.